Welcome students once again. I am Amrita Zadhav. Today we are going to discuss the ICDS program, that is from the second unit, that is National Nutrition Policy and Program. So shortly this is called as ICDS, that is Integrated Child Development and Services. This topic that is comes under the stride, as you know. Now we'll see in this topic, that is what is the Integrated Child Development Services, that is ICDS, then beneficiaries or the target group of this ICDS program, and what is the actual ICDS program will session. The previous lecture we have seen the midday meal program and some practicals also, that is the nutritional recipe. Now, in this topic, or this topic is mainly to know about the goals of this ICD program. Then the objectives of target group, what are the different target or the beneficiaries of this ICDS program we are going to discuss. Then service components and the coverage of this ICDS program, that is also we are going to discuss today. And additionally, we are going to see the impact of this program all over the country. Okay. So let us move towards the introduction of this topic, that is ICDS program. Okay, so this ICDS program that gets started by the Indian government in 1975. Okay. So it is originated or is actual came in India in 1975. Okay, so this program is mainly for the children of 0 to 6 years and the nursing and the lactating mothers, for the whole development of those children and those mothers. Okay, so this program, that is ICDS program, that involves or that is mainly for the improvisation of health and well-being of the mothers and children of age 0 to 6 years, right, as we have discussed. So this provides not only the health education, they provide some nutritional food, some nutritional supplements also for the infants, for the nursing mother or the lactating mother, to fulfill their body's need of nutrients. So this provides health and nutritional education, then health services, supplementary food, that is fortified food for the more calories and for the protein, and the preschool education also, that is before going to school, children comes in Anganwadis like program. Okay, so this program, they um, help to improvise their behavior pattern, their physical health, their mental health, as well as they provide the preschool education for these children of 0 to 6 year of age. Okay, so nowadays this program has reached, that is more than 34 million of children of age 0 to 6 years, they have get benefited through this ICDS program, and around 7 million pregnant or the lactating mothers, they have get benefited this ICDS program. Okay, so we'll see what is the actual program. So what are the main objectives of this program? Okay, so what this program actually does. Okay, so this program is to improve the nutritional status of 0 to 6 year or the preschool children, as we have discussed. Then second objective of this ICDS is lay foundation of proper physiological development of child. Okay, so not only the mental health, they also improves the physiological health of the children by improving their behavioral change. You can see how to behave, how to eat, like that they teaches in this program. Then to reduce the incidence of mortality, morbidity, and the malnutrition and the school dropout also. Okay, so how they help to provide or to reduce the malnutrition, to reduce the morbidity and mortality, like in this program they teaches them, or they provide some nutritional supplement, they provide regular health checkups, they provide vaccination, immunization, so that there is a reduction of mortality and morbidity. Okay, and as here the school or the preschool education is also provided. Okay, they encourage student to go to the school, so that they get benefited through this program, and there is a reduction of dropout student also. Okay. Then the next objective is to achieve the effective coordination of policy and implementation of various departments to promote the child development. Okay. As this program, ICDS program, that involves the communication with the people, communication with the people, with the parents, with the children. Okay, so by this communication, they improvise their coordination with the people and through by promoting the child development. They promote child development through the various programs that we are going to discuss in next slides. Then enhance the capability of the mother to look after the normal health of her child, then the nutritional needs of her child, and through the nutritional and health education. As we know, when a mother gets educated, she will educate her children definitely. Okay, so the main objective of this program is to educate the mother health wise also and education wise also, so that she is able to teach or what can we say, she will encourage her child to get education. Now, the main target groups of this ICDS program, that are the pregnant women, nursing mothers, then children less than 3 years, children between 3 to 6 years, then adolescent girls that are 11 to 18 years of age, and the services that are provided for this beneficiary groups are given here also. So the first beneficiary group we'll discuss, that is pregnant women, that get services like health checkups, regular health checkups, TT injection, that is tetanus injection, supplementary nutrition, and the health education. Okay. So here they get some vaccination also and a regular health checkup with the supplementary for the growth of their baby. Then for nursing mother, again same health checkup, supplementary nutrition or the nutritional food, fortified food is provided to this nursing mother, and the health education also. Then third group is children less than 3 years. Again, supplementary nutrition is provided for these children. The health checkups, immunization or the vaccination is provided here, and the referral services are also included, that are nothing but the primary treatment if that particular child is suffering from a particular disease. So here they give the primary treatment to that child. Then children between 3 to 6 years, okay, again they get supplementary nutrition, health checkups, immunization or the vaccination, referral services, and the non-formal education also. That is how to behave, how to eat, like that they teaches. Then adolescents girl of age 11 to 18 years, again they get supplementary nutrition, that is fortified food or the iron fortified food, and the iron tablets are also given to this adolescents girl, and the health education is also provided by this ICDS program to this various group are mentioned here. Okay, so this overall ICDS program is helpful for the children as well as lactating mothers, nursing mother, and adolescents girl also. Okay. Now these are the targets group which we have discussed right now, right? Then supplementary nutrition. Okay, so what is the supplementary nutrition and what for what it is important? So as we are discussing the malnutrition, undernutrition since long time, okay. So we need calorie and protein, or most of the age group, that is children of 0 to 6 years and lactating mothers, they need much protein and the calories for doing their daily work. Okay, so for that purpose, they require some energy in the form of proteins and calories. So they need, say for example, here each child up to the 6 years here of age get 300 calories and 8 to 10 grams of protein daily. Okay, so the daily requirement of this 0 to 6 years age group is 300 calories and 8 to 10 grams of protein daily for their daily work. Then each adolescent girl, that is 11 to 18 years of age, that should get 500 calories and 20 to 25 grams of protein per day. Then the next group is pregnant and the lactating mothers. They will need or they need 500 calories with 20 to 25 grams of protein. Then the next is malnourished child. Okay. As we have discussed the Kwashiorkor marasmus disease, that is because of the protein and energy deficiency. So they require 600 calories per day and to 20 gram of protein. Okay, so this is the nutritional supplementation that is required for this different age group. Now immunization. So this is again most important part of this ICDS program. So here immunization of pregnant women and infants protects them from the different diseases, okay, or the dangerous diseases. So under this ICDS program, they are providing the vaccination or immunization against these six dangerous diseases, okay. Or here you can see these infants or this pregnant mother, they get protect from these six dangerous diseases that are they provide here six vaccines of diseases like poliomyelitis, then diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, tuberculosis, and measles. So here vaccination against these six diseases are provided through this ICDS program for this lactating mother and for infants. Okay, then these are the major preventable causes of the child mortality, disability, morbidity, and related malnutrition. So here we are discussing these six diseases which are the main causes of the morbidity and mortality amongst the child, and some disabilities also, as we are discussing the malnutrition and Kwashiorkor marasmus diseases that are because of the deficiency of protein and energy, and some diseases also they are responsible for the death of the children. Okay, so by providing this vaccination or immunization, this ICDS program is doing very well for this age group. Okay, and lastly the immunization of pregnant women against the tetanus. Okay, tetanus, that is TT injections are given to the children, which reduces the maternal and the neonatal mortality also. Okay, so due to this tetanus, that pregnant mother or that child that get also that may get death. Okay, so to avoid this mortality, this ICDS program is providing the TT injection, that is the tetanus. So in that disease, the body becomes folded in structure, or the body becomes bow-like structure. Okay, so this is the disease of tetanus. So by providing vaccination against this ICDS program is helping this lactating mothers and nursing mothers, pregnant mothers, and children also. Then next is the non-formal pre-education, that is PSE. That is the backbone of this ICDS program here. Okay, why this is the backbone of this ICDS program? As this is the preschool education of age group 0 to 6 year. Okay, so these are children which um, which are going to be get admitted into the schools. Okay, so these AWCs have been set up in every village in the country. What is this AWC? That is Anganwadi centers. Okay, so before going to the schools, children get admitted in the Anganwadi centers or in the Anganwadis. Okay, where they get their preschool education, their nutritional supplement, regular health checkups. So we'll discuss in upcoming slide also. So nowadays this AWC, that is Anganwadi centers, that is the total number of this AWC center that would go up to almost 1.4 billion in our India. So there is a huge number of these Anganwadi centers in various in various villages of this of the India that are around 1.4 billion. Okay? So this is also the most joyful and the playway daily activity visibly staying for 3 hours a day. So in Anganwadi, 0 to 6 years of children, they get admitted here, and daily they spend their 3 hours of time there, where they get the daily activity, where they play, they get benefited through the supplementary food with the regular health checkup and immunization. Yeah. Then it brings and keeps young children at the Anganwadi center. So all these activity where they play according to them, where they get benefited, where they get pre-education, preschool education. So they feel like their second home. So they stay there for the 3 years for the 3 hours of their 3 hours of day they spend there, and they stick to that Anganwadi center, you can say. Okay, so it brings and keep the children at the Anganwadi center. Now, health checkups. So, this ICDS that provides health checkup in that Anganwadi centers itself. Okay, so here what they do, they record their weight and height of the children at particular time interval. Say monthly or say half yearly, they uh, carry out the weight and the height records, or they check their weight and height record. And then immunization, that is periodically they provide the vaccination or immunization to that particular age group of children. Then general checkups for the detection of diseases also involved in this program. Okay, for the detection of particular disease, or whether that particular child is suffering from any diseases, that get found with the help of a expert doctors team at that Anganwadi center itself. Okay, then the treatment of disease like diarrhea and the what can we say, that is acute respiratory infection, that are ARI. Then deworming is there. Deworming is nothing but if that child is suffer from the worms, okay, or the diseases that are related to the worms, or you can say ascaris, like that worms are present inside the children's stomach. For that purpose, or to remove that particular worms from that child's stomach, deworming is there. That means deworming tablet is given to that particular child, and then with the help of vomiting, that get removed from the stomach of that child. Okay, then prophylaxis against vitamin A and the vitamin A deficiency and the anemia. Okay, various prophylactic programs are also conducted by this ICDS at the Anganwadi center against the anemia, against the iodine deficiency diseases also, and vitamin A deficiency diseases also, that are mainly responsible for the eye disorders, right? Then adolescent girl scheme, that is Kishori Shakti Yojana, is there under the ICDS for 11 to 18 years of girls age. So here what they provide the general health checkups, they provide immunization for those girls, then deworming is there, then the prophylactic measures against the anemia, that is deficiency of iron, deficiency of iodine, that is IDD, and the vitamin deficiency. Now, Anganwadi Center, as we are discussing these schemes under ICDA, so the main center to carry out this program is the Anganwadi Center. Okay, so is the focal point for the delivery of ICDS service. As we are discussing the services of this ICDS program, so all these services are delivered or actually takes place at the Anganwadi Center. Okay. So these are mainly located in the villages or in the slum area where people are not educated, or people are poor. At that center or at that location, these Anganwadi centers are located. So this Anganwadi is run by the AWW, that is Anganwadi workers. Okay, so there is a special team to carry out these programs, and this team is called as AWW, that is Anganwadi workers, and they are supported with the helpers also. They are called as Anganwadi workers and Anganwadi helpers. Okay. Then AWD is the first point of contact for the families experiencing the nutrition and the health problem. Okay, as you know, these are located at the village or the slum area. Before going to the doctor, they communicate to this Anganwadi workers, or children of age group 0 to 6 years, or the lactating mothers. They go to the Anganwadi worker and they tell their problem to this Anganwadi worker first, where they get benefited through the vaccination and the primary treatment, you can say. Okay, so this is the main point for these Anganwadi workers are the, can say, they are the contact point of, or the first contact point of the people before going to the doctor. Now this ICDS program in India, here you can see the number of blocks that are sanctioned in India, that are 5,650. Okay, from that, functioning blocks or the actual functioning Anganwadi centers are 4545 only. Okay, so there is a gap of 19.6%. So only 4545 Anganwadi centers are working nowadays. Okay, so the number of Anganwadi workers. Okay, so sanctioned Anganwadi workers are around 6 lakhs, but actual Anganwadi workers who are working at the Anganwadi centers are only 5 lakhs 46,434. Okay, so there is again a gap of 11.2% of this Anganwadi worker who are not working for the Anganwadi centers. That is maybe because of a remote area they are locating, or because of some lack of resources also. Okay, so the children who are get benefited through the ICDS program of 0 to 6 years of age, they are around 35.39 million, and pregnant and nursing mothers, they are around 6 to 6.38 million, okay, under this ICDS program in India. Now, Anganwadi workers, what are these Anganwadi workers? What they actually do? Okay, so these are like doctors for the villages. Okay, so they monitor the growth of children. Okay, those children who have got admission in the Anganwadi center. So these Anganwadi workers look after their children, or look after that children. Okay, so they monitor the growth of the children, then they provide non-formal preschool education. That means how to behave, how to eat, how to wander here and there, how to sit properly, like that. They uh, learn from this Anganwadi center, or from this Anganwadi worker. Then they provide supplementary nutrition that contains the per proper calorie and proper protein food diet. Okay, they provide to the children, and also lactating and nursing mothers also. Then they give health and nutritional education for the mothers as well as for the children. Then they also provide referral for the sick children. So they provide the primary treatment, secondary treatment for against the particular diseases, or the whether the child is suffering from any diseases, they provide the health service to that particular child. Then provide health service in collaboration with ANM and ASHA group. Okay, what is this? ANM, that is auxiliary nurse midwife, that is called as. These are nothing but female health worker that are work in the villages. You can call it as nurse. Okay, so these are the nurse or the health workers. They provide primary treatment to that child or to nursing mothers, as they provide injection, vaccination, or salines, you can say. Like this, they work for this Anganwadi center. Then implement adolescent girls. Okay, so what this Anganwadi worker also do? They implement adolescent girls scheme, that is Kishori Shakti Yojana types, that in that they provide supplementary or the iron fortified food for that adolescent girl. Okay, or iron tablets that also get provided through this Anganwadi worker to that adolescent girl. Now the training infrastructure. So whatever whoever the Anganwadi workers are, before going to the Anganwadi center, actually they need a training. Okay, so there are various training centers are available for this Anganwadi workers. So first training center is AWTC, that is Anganwadi Workers Training Center is there. Okay, for the Anganwadi workers and for the Anganwadi helpers also. Okay, and there is a group that is higher than these Anganwadi workers, that is called as supervisors or the trainers of this Anganwadi worker. Okay. So for them also there is a training center that is called as middle level training centers, that is MLTS, for the supervisors and the training of the Anganwadi. Then there is another group, that is NIPCC, that is National Institute of Public Cooperation and Child Development. Okay, so this also conducts several skill development training program for the Anganwadi workers, Anganwadi helpers, and Anganwadi trainers also. Okay. Now, uh, these programs involve so many schemes. That is for 0 to 6 years of children. That is for lactating nursing mothers. Okay, but there should be monitoring of this program. Okay, whether the children or that mother are actually getting benefited or not. So, there is a must need of the monitoring of this particular HDS program. So there are various levels of monitoring of this particular HDS program. So first level is the central level. So immunization, health checkups, and the referral services, they get checked at the central level by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Okay, so this is the central level monitoring where they monitor actual whether that child is get benefited with the immunization, with the health checkup, or with the referral primary services or not. Okay. Now monitoring at state level, that is again one step below, that is the state level. So state level various quantitative inputs captured through the CDPOs, MPR, and HPR that are compared at the state level for all projects in the. So here at state level, what they do, that is CDPOs are there. What is this CDPO? CDPOs are nothing but the child developing project officers. Okay, so there are some child developing project officers are there. They monitor the program at the state level. Okay, this monitor, how they monitor? They monitor monthly and in half year also. Okay, so monthly, this MPR is called as monthly progress report, and HPR is called as half year progress report. Okay, so there is no technical staff have been provided for this program actually. So this program is monitored by this CDPOs. CDPOs we have discussed, that are the child development project officers. Okay, so this child development project officer, what they do, they submit their MPR and HPR, that is monthly project report and half yearly project report of that Anganwadi workers or the Anganwadi helper to the central level. Okay, so that also involves field visit to AWCs and ICDAs. Sorry, AWCs, that is nothing but the Anganwadi centers, by the ICDS functionaries like supervisors, CDPOs, and ACDPOs. Okay, what is this ACDPOs? That is Additional Child Development Project Officers. Okay, so there is a team, that team of these officers and the additional officers who monitor this program at the state level. Okay. Now monitoring at village level. So at the grassroots level, at the village level, at the bottom level, the delivery of various services to the target groups we have discussed, that is 0 to 6 years of children, nursing mother, lactating mother, adolescents, girls, that is given at the Anganwadi center only. Whatever the immunization, whatever the primary treatment is given to those beneficiary group, that is given at the Anganwadi centers only. Okay. So the monthly and the half yearly progress report of Anganwadi worker have also been prescribed here. Okay. So at this village level, Anganwadi workers and Anganwadi helpers, they submit their monthly and the half yearly report to the CDPOs, that is Child Development Project Officers. Okay, means whether how many means whether the child or particular child is get immunized or not, how many child got immunized, how many mothers are got immunized, like that they provide data to the CDPOs monthly and yearly. Okay, so monthly or the yearly, similarly this AWD required to send half yearly progress report, that is HPR, to the CDPOs by 5th April and the 5th October every year. That is the 6 month of period. Okay, so every 6 months they have to give their project report or the half year project report to the CDPOs. This is the village level monitoring. Now, this ICDS and MDG, that is Millennium Development Goals. And ICDS, as you know, that is Integrated Child Development Services. With the collaboration of this MDG, they provide the services like this. So, there are different government programs that are given here, okay, and they contribute to the MDG goals. Okay, how they contribute? First, they contribute like they eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. Okay, how they will be able to reduce the poverty and hunger, as this ICDS program that is providing the preschool education, that is providing encouragement to get admission into the schools. They educate the women, and as we have discussed, first women or the mother get educated, she will definitely educate her or her children. Okay, so by that way her children will get education, so by this way they will get jobs also, and there will be no poverty anymore, and there will be no hunger, right? Like this. Then second goal of this ICDS and MDG, that is promote gender equity and the empowerment of women also. So there will be the no gap in males and females. There should be the equality between the males and women. Okay. Also a major goal or the main goal of this ICDS with the MDG. And the last goal is to reduce child mortality, as they are providing the vaccination, immunization, and the primary, secondary treatments. Okay, so by that way, automatically the child mortality and the morbidity that will get reduced. Okay, so the concerned departments who are working for these goals, these are the PRRD, WC, that are the Food and Civil Supplement Corporation. These are the teams that are working for this program. Okay, so this was all about the ICDS program, the beneficiary groups of this ICDS program, and what is the actual program. Okay, so these are the references for this topic. Now, student, there is assignment for you. First question for you is explain objective of ICDS program, and second, comment on the beneficiaries of ICDS program. You can upload this assignment on Google Class Drive or on my email ID, that is Amrita Zadav at the rate kthmcollege.ac.in. Okay? And do you have any doubt, you can contact me also. Now, what we have learned from this topic, okay, that is what is ICDS program, what are the goals of this ICDS program, that is reduce poverty, reduce mortality and morbidity of child. Okay, then objectives of target group, what are the target groups of this ICDS program, then which are the services which that are provided through this ICDS program, and lastly, what is the impact of this ICDS program. The next lecture, we are going to see the overnutrition. Think you enjoyed the lecture. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you so much.